And today I'm going to be reviewing Green Lantern because it's on Netflix, and yeah, it's pretty cool. And it's about how Hal Jordan became a cocky pilot to a guy who wields a lantern ring. And this movie was not well liked when it came out. They were complaining Ryan Reynolds did not look good in a Green Lantern outfit. They said the CGI sucked, and then watching it fully, I didn't think it was that bad. I've seen, like, Superman 4 Quest for Peace. Like, come on, that movie's not even trying to be a good movie. And seeing this, like, they wanted to have potential for the Green Lantern saga. And it kind of sucks that we now don't have, like, a Green Lantern 2, all because people didn't like it. And it's a shame. But, I found this story kind of boring, to be honest. The parts I liked were where Hal Jordan meets the other Green Lanterns. We meet Kilowog, we meet this fish dude, I don't know his name, and then we meet a bunch of other Green Lanterns. We get to see the Guardians. We meet Sinestro, and that's awesome. And then we get and here's spoiler alert, we get a post-credit scene of Sinestro putting on a Yellow Lantern ring, and it looked awesome. And like I said, it sucks we didn't get a Green Lantern 2. And what made the story boring was the stuff of Hal on Earth just wasn't interesting. It was just, we see him have girl issues. And then we see him with his friends. We see him at his job, and then we see him as a pilot, and it's just not interesting. If a kid sees this movie, I bet they're just gonna be like, "Where's Green Lantern?" And then and then when they see him, they go, "Ooh." That's what I felt like I'm not gonna be no little kid or anything like that. I mean, any kid will love this movie, maybe, but I just couldn't get into it. And what I personally kind of find the Green Lantern suits kind of cool. But yeah, and the main villain is Parallax, and he's just a giant, I don't know, blob space thing. It was really weird. And Hal defeats him by saying the Green Lantern oath, and then he shoves him into the sun. It was like, what? I'm sorry if you hear background noises. I don't know what's going on. And what else to say? I don't know. I wish we could have saw Jon Stewart. He's awesome in the Justice League TV show. I could have saw maybe Guy Gardner, but I don't know. I think he's too underrated to be in a movie like this. Since so far, the only Green Lanterns that are known are Jon Stewart and Hal. And what I liked was when we saw Parallax. It kind of made me think of when, during the time in the comic books where Green Lantern turns evil because Coast City gets destroyed, and then we find out that he's been possessed by Parallax, and yeah, and I always thought they could do something like that, but yeah, and I think Ryan Reynolds, who plays Green Lantern, makes it clear he hates this movie. He made fun of it in the Deadpool movie. It's kind of a trend in the Deadpool movies. The first one, he says, "I don't want a green suit," and then the second one, we literally get a scene of Deadpool shooting Ryan Reynolds with a Green Lantern script, and it was just crazy, just flat out crazy. And then I don't know if they'll do it in Deadpool 3 whenever that comes out, and yeah, I didn't think, like I said, I didn't find this movie bad. I just didn't think the story worked. I think people are just losing their interest in this movie because they didn't like the CGI, and it's literally it. But I think there's plenty of other not good movies out there. I wouldn't trash them. And I don't know. I don't have anything else to say about this movie. Why not talk about Ryan Reynolds as Green Lantern? I think he's fine. I feel like if it was a comedic approach to the role, maybe I could have gotten into him more, but I like Ryan Reynolds as Deadpool. He's amazing as Deadpool. And, yeah, he probably will still make fun of this movie, and, maybe you'll see Green Lantern again in the movie. I'm kind of hoping we see him in the DCEU, or Snyderverse, whatever you want to call it. Because we did get to see an alien with a Green Lantern fighting off Darkseid's army, and it looked awesome. And I was like, "Ooh, Green Lantern!" When I saw Justice League, what people like to call it, in theaters. So, because I love Green Lantern, I really love the concept of the rings. Just there's like different color rings. I once told my grandmother about it, and she just thinks they just do it for just to make comic books. Well, that's what makes it fun. We're not just gonna have a full-on years of just characters, just with a Green Lantern ring. It creates more suspense, and I'm pretty sure this show also created a spin-off show, the Green Lantern animated series. I've seen it. I really like that show. I really wish I can rewatch it again. And it had some video game tie-ins. I did play the Wii version of Green Lantern Rise of the Manhunters. I don't really remember it at all because I was like really little when I played that game. I only played it once, and that's it. And yeah. So I'd give Green Lantern a 6 out of 10, like a 6.1 out of 10, 6.0. If you've seen Green Lantern, tell me what you think. And be nice about it. And I don't know what else to say. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time.